Whatever emotion or experience we are in, we feel as if we are the only ones experiencing it. Anger, happiness, perhaps regret. But this feeling is common to all human beings. You are not the only one experiencing it. But you are the protagonist of your own life, and you are experiencing it very closely. Now I am going to ask you some questions. Are you unhappy because you are alone? Or do you define yourself as someone people don't want to be friends with? Have you ever thought about what makes you different from other people? Why they deserve to be loved and you don't? Or is it all a lie? Maybe no one really loves anyone. Let's answer all these questions. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can support me by pausing this video now and subscribing to my channel. When we first think about experiencing emotional loneliness, it can create a deep emptiness within us. Most of the time we try to hide it, and we even make a concerted effort not to be physically alone with ourselves to avoid thinking about it. But loneliness is never our enemy. Yes, human is a social creature, but it is a wonderful opportunity for a person to really get to know himself and turn inwards. At times we may feel very lonely and feel a deep sadness about it, and sometimes we enjoy that loneliness so much that it surprises us. I'm sure you've often thought about the reason for this. Even if you think that people are wrong to you and that you are punishing them in this way, that is not the right answer. You now enjoy being alone. When there are no people around us, we turn inwards. Turning inward may lead us to find things about ourselves that surprise us and make us unhappy. This situation is quite frightening for most people. We run away from ourselves to avoid facing these realities. But loneliness is almost a training period, because it is quite common during these periods to think, to review our lives, and to make radical decisions. The choices you made in your last loneliness still shape your life, don't they? Sometimes there are too many thoughts in our minds and there may be confusion about where to go. Don't let that frighten you, for there is always chaos before a beautiful order. Knowing that this is a process and that this process is normal will comfort you. Our thoughts and immediate emotions are like clouds in the sky. They are always there, but they are never permanent and never the same. Our experience and perspective can change the way we react to an event. For example, changing our perspective on an event that upset us yesterday can eliminate our regret about that event tomorrow. Discovering the joy of solitude can be dangerous, for we may no longer need the people we tolerate in order to escape from ourselves. Each moment can be more surprising and enriching. As you connect with your true self, your connections and relationships with other people will change. You will find yourself becoming more loving, compassionate, peaceful, and kind because you don't have to tolerate those people who make you angry, but you think you do. As you go deeper into yourself, negative aspects such as wanting more, being angry, jealous, or overly possessive become less important. This means replacing the soundtrack of your life with a more pleasant song. Self-discovery can bring a number of insights that you did not have before. Understanding yourself is actually understanding many things. In order to empathize, you must first understand yourself. Do not doubt that when you understand yourself, you will understand better everything that is before you, living or non-living. The societies we live in, the friends we have, or our family shape our thoughts, because it is very difficult for a person to be closed to the interactions of the environment. But when you discover your true self, you find that many beliefs and thoughts are not really yours. But when you are alone, you have the chance to question these influences, and you can easily get rid of thoughts that do not belong to you. Remember that you were not created to follow others. Perhaps the ideas that belong to you are much better than those that are imposed on you. Time spent alone is also very important for personal development. You have the opportunity to see your mistakes or missing parts because you don't have those fake people around you who don't tell you your mistakes just because they are friends with you. I know it will be challenging, but this process is also an incredible opportunity for you to deal with past traumas and change your thoughts. Perhaps the path to the life you dream of is here. Change is also very necessary for personal development. As long as you have the same people, the same ideas, how can you have a new lifestyle? Being alone at such times also helps you to regain your life energy. Without realizing it, we waste energy on others, and toxic relationships can leave us feeling empty. Solitude is a unique opportunity for you to reclaim and control your energy and let go of unhealthy connections that may have taken advantage of you, whether friends or family. Many of us have been brought up to believe that we need to expend energy to gain acceptance from those around us, which fuels people-pleasing tendencies and over-empathy. Spending your energy on pleasing yourself instead of pleasing these people and mastering the whole process gives you incredible power. In every period of human life, seekers have sought solitude to confront themselves. The iconic figures of every ideology or religion have made all their revolutionary decisions in solitude. It is easier to do this alone because the process becomes more complicated when the relationships we have with others and the problems that arise from these relationships are intertwined. Although it is less frightening to be part of a crowd, it takes a lot of courage to take on the frightening responsibility of being alone. Because we grow up with the ideas imposed on us by society, our feelings and thoughts may seem very different to us. Because it is frightening to face this difference, not accepting this reality is very damaging to our true potential and our personal development process. Being alone also contributes to your self-confidence. At the beginning of the process, you may think that you are not worthy of being loved by anyone, but the feelings that others are looking for are already within you. You are loved and do not need the approval of others. The source of your happiness and contentment should be within yourself. Not knowing what you want from life is perhaps the most important issue of these years. All people want something, but they do not know if this desire belongs to them. Most of the time, we see society's wishes as our own. That's why we're not as happy as we think when we get what we want. Because it wasn't what we wanted. There is no better way to know what you want. Pain and loneliness are important sources of strength and awareness. Don't lose faith in yourself. Everything is going well because this time you have chosen the path, not others, and you will be fine. If you have made it to this part of the video, you now know that being alone is not a bad thing, and you are not afraid of it. Congratulations on your courage. Please let me know if you found this video useful with your likes and comments. Keep improving until the next video. See you soon.